Welcome back. Um, Today I was just working on one of my brushes and I realized that's something that might be interesting for some of you. So I'm gonna show you how I get my brushes to look like this with everything, with the tape and all that. Um, in a later video, if you guys want to see how I design these brushes, leave it in the comments and I will look into designing my other brushes because I have many more brushes I could design. But for today, we'll be focusing on this. So, as you can see, the brush has rusted, at least the handle. So, what I do when it comes to that is I'll grab some sandpaper. Doesn't matter to me what sandpaper, as long as it's sandpaper, it'll do the job. So I'm gonna switch to a time lapse to me sanding this down, and once it's sanded and nice how I like it, we'll come back to this regular format video. So as you saw, I was just sanding it down. Let me just dust this off. Sanding it down. I had a degreaser, really good degreaser, uh, but I ran out of it, so I can't use my degreaser really. But when it comes to this, any final spots, let me zoom out just in case. So about right there, because sometimes I move my brush. Uh, any spots that may have stayed, I grab a palette knife and just scratch this off. Now, I know for most of you, you're not gonna do this, or your brushes aren't rusted or corroded because I leave mine in soap to restore them and all that good stuff. So it might be different for you guys, but I thought this would be an interesting video for you guys to watch rather than seeing how I am. So all I'm doing is just trying to remove as much as I can with the palette knife. Just blowing at it just to get rid of it. This is what happens when I put tape on it and I leave it for basically like a year and a half. Don't attend to it, don't change it, just leave it alone. Plus, how I said, I leave it soaking in soap a lot of times. Probably out of the whole year I use it, I put it in soap probably a good 1-200 times if I were to paint every day. So that tells you at least how much these have been under. So just blowing it off. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna grab some duct tape. Now, if you're curious why I do this, I do it strictly for camera purposes only. Because if I have it like this and the light hits it, the glare is gonna bother you guys, and it just doesn't look nice. So what I did to fight that was ultimately I decided I'm gonna put duct tape on the handles, and I just came up with a design just to change it up. That has nothing to do with camera, but yeah. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna face it this way. You have to align the duct tape with the top of the edge of the handle and really just core it. You could see that feature there. And just spread it and get it as neat as possible. There. There we are. Gotta tuck this side in a bit more. There. So after I've done that, what I do is I'll grab my palette knife and just kind of place it on, like kind of mark on the spots I want to be noticeable. And the corners, I tuck them in, fold them. Now, if I feel like I want coverage on the brush, what I'll do, and it's pretty simple, um, I'll cut another piece of tape. So I'm just trying to get the tape right now. Just good chunk. And I'm gonna cut it in half. So as you see here, I'm gonna cut it in half, just so I can have two pieces because I don't want one thick piece. That's too much. So my solution, cut it in half. Okay. I'm trying to avoid showing um, my box cutter because I don't know if that could flag down my video. So I'll grab the piece of tape and put it where I think it should be, and I'll grab it, stretch it, and just boom. But this leads to me having to wrap it again, so presentation wise it looks nice. So again, I'm gonna just grab it right around here. Then you can see these tuck corners. Tuck it in, stretch as much as you can, and there you go. You have these corners covered, so nothing can go too much in there. And I'll just go again with my tape, my duct tape. This time it's just to cover that, so you don't have to worry too much. You still have to get it pretty aligned, not just put it all at random. So just aligning it. If you're a little below, it's fine because the tape underneath will cover it. And just push it. Stretch it a bit. You can tuck these sides in. That's pretty much all I do. And I'll tuck in and for me it kind of helps protect it and preserve it. As you can see, this one does not have, well, it does actually. Let me see if I can get that to focus. Lighting and everything wise. There's a piece of black tape in here, but it's less noticeable because I painted it. But I could remove these. It's just in the inside. But usually I'll replace the duct tape every what, 10 to 14 months, basically. Little less than a year to a little bit more than a year. But I think it looks really nice. I I prefer brushes to look like this over the bare metal. That's just me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did. Um, I will be filming more videos for both channels, this one and the main channel. So stay tuned for those. For my main channel, I will be uploading Wednesdays and Fridays at 5:30 p.m. While on this second channel, I will be uploading Tuesdays and Thursdays at 3:30 p.m. So for those who can't watch at 5:30, who think it's a bit too late, because I understand people are from different parts. Um, for people who can't watch at 5:30, I pushed it to 3:30, so it can balance out the viewership a bit as well. So I really hope you enjoy this video. Try this out with your brush. I think it looks pretty nice if it's done right. Until next time, stay creative, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.